Indiana is a state that has some unique laws. Every state has unique laws, but there's some that apply specifically to families. Joining me right now is Lene Harden and Michelle Jackson from Jackson Harden Family Law. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much. It's been a little
hectic for Monday. We appreciate you taking time. Family law. This is a topic that I think maybe some people sitting at home are going, what do I need a lawyer for? My family's fine. Everything's good. Everything's whatever. There are scenarios and specific laws in the state of Indiana and stuff that everyone should be aware of, even if they don't feel they need one, right?
Sure. I mean, anyone that's part of a family, which many of us are, need to know, what does your state say about your rights and obligations within a family? And that is family law. So anything from adoption, assisted reproduction, which is what I do, but then Lene does custody, child support, divorce work as well. And so it's really of interest to anyone who's part of a family, because you never know what happens within your family. You need to be prepared.
Is this a situation where should someone, I have a dentist, I have a pediatrician, I have a mechanic. Should we have someone on hand? I mean, again, for a scenario that may not, I'm not saying like, oh, my wife and I aren't getting along, but who knows what family situation, just to have a rapport and a relationship with someone so you're not flipping through the yellow pages, I'm old, the internet, just clicking on something, some lawyer, some whatever.
Well, I think as lawyers, we always think that lawyers are important in one's life, of course. And so it might be something that you need for one specific situation, or it might be something where you do want to have a specific lawyer available to you if you have that question, so that you have someone to call. So it really just depends on your family and your specific situation. But of course, as a lawyer, I think everyone should have one available and there to ask questions, because you know, we have a lot of experience and knowledge that not the typical layperson has regarding the laws.
Sure.
And so hopefully we can help you in any situation you might have, especially in the family law area.
Well, statistics bear out that there is some single parents watching right now who had to go through a divorce. Very touchy, personal, dark subject matter, can be anyway, but there's some specific things about Indiana. The fact that just because you chose to live here, don't think that there's blanket laws everywhere, right?
Well, it's a no-fault divorce state, so that means the reason you're getting a divorce, you don't even get to tell the judge, except in very limited instances. Say you have a boyfriend or girlfriend and you've spent significant money on that other party, then you can tell the judge about that. The other side,
but otherwise
relates to dissipation of assets.
Okay.
Or if that third party's around, your kids can relate to custody. But otherwise you just testify irreconcilable differences.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. All right. What else is unique about Indiana specifically?
Well, we have two types of custody, legal and physical. Legal means the major decisions impacting the children. Do you have a say? Medical, religion, educational.
Okay.
Physical custody means who is the child going to primarily be living with, although there can be joint physical custody situations as well.
They're not mutually exclusive, the legal and the physical?
They're separate.
Okay.
Courts tend to like to award joint legal custody so that each party has a say in their children's lives. It's routinely granted unless there's really severe communication issues. Physical custody, judges are all over the map. It depends on the circumstances of each case, but it's always a best interest standard of the children.
Now, when we think of adoption and reproductive issues, I think, generally, adoption, well, there's an agency, and reproductive issues, well, there's a doctor. Where does a family law practice come?
Well, sure. Even if there's an agency involved in potentially your adoption, there's a legal process. And so it's very, very important that if you are going to be taking a child into your home that you want to adopt, that you complete that legal process, because that is what terminates the previous parent's rights and creates your rights and obligations in that child. And so it's very, very important that you complete that. Often we see problems when you don't complete that or don't complete it properly. That's when you get the big news
Assuming all parties have the best intentions and you're going ahead with it, and all of a sudden, man, you guys must deal with a lot of heartbreak at times, right?
Sure, of course. You know, definitely in the divorce area, I think it's one of the hardest things that someone might have to go through.
You need to give sound legal advice, but just as important, you have to be empathetic, because these people are going through the worst time of their lives.
My gosh, if people want to get more information, find out more about you, perhaps contact you, initiate a relationship, how can they do that?
Well, we have a website, hardenjacksonlaw.com. We also, of course, you can give us a call, you can have a consultation with us, and get to know us and see if we're the right fit for you and your family.
Harden Jackson, just like that. We're going to put the link on IndyStyle.tv. Is that all right?
Great, perfect.
All right. And you guys are going to be coming back as issues pop up. If we have some viewers that have questions, can we forward them to you? Would that be cool?
That'd be great.
Awesome.
I'd love that.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, we got the chicken. We got the recipe from Chef Brad Gates. Now, we're going to show you how to really make not just the food,